Same thing. Okay. The mold that we've manufactured the VW Tiguan and T-Cross has been paid off decades ago. All right. Bring in a Tiguan at under 400. Total domination. Immediately. Because if you're driving a Tiguan at 130 and you switch off the radio and you're driving a version of the Chery Tiggo 4 Pro Max, whatever it is, in the version that you find it in the Chinese car at 120, it sounds like you're in an aeroplane going 900 because of the wind noise. And it's cheaper because it's built cheaper. I'm not batting them. It's a fact. It's just go and drive one.
Well, I mean, there's something that I said the other day, which I think kind of sums up what you're saying. It's they have built the quality of the car to 80%, but the price of the car to 60%. So they haven't got to 100% of the European quality. They've got to 80%, but they've got a 20% price differential.
Yeah.
That's where the value for money changes.
Awesome analogy. Awesome. So all of a sudden, if Kia goes and does that, and Hyundai goes and does that, and you know the entry-level Audis go and do that, the entry-level BMWs go and do that, all of a sudden, if there's a very minute price difference, which one would you buy? And that's how you stop them. But I believe Toyota as well. Toyota don't really have, they do now with the Rumion, but it's not the same because it doesn't have the tech. It's more primitive. So yes, it carries the badge, but peacetime leadership has led us to the point where the CEO of Toyota South Africa is actually pleading to the government saying, help. Toyota, would you have believed that 5 years ago?
And when Africa's painted red from Toyota.
Yes. So they're coming after your lunch and they've already started eating your lunch. So peacetime leadership can just, carry on with the blinkers on, with the blinders on, and let's see where we are in 5 years. In 3 years, we're going to be, or 4 years, we're going to be at 30%. And maybe in 5 years, we're at 60%. Who knows?
Don't know. So if I unpack the strategy you're putting on the table is a volume with value for money. So you're taking a solid car that doesn't have wind noise.
Trusted by the country.
Trusted by the country. So volume and value. Your second point you made was a warranty war.
On the existing consumer to save face, because if I paid $249.9 for my Polo Vivo and all of a sudden it comes out like, where did my 50 grand go? Well, it didn't go anywhere.
So create a warranty war, because some of the Chinese vehicles have lifetime.
Well, on paper, 150,000 kilometers.
Like a
million only on the first owner. So that's the catch.
Yeah.
But then also a 1 million kilometer warranty, and the service plan, let's say, ends at 90. What will it cost you to service that vehicle there up to 1 million kilometers?
Don't know. Then your third point was create a used car moat. So how do you realize a used car moat? Because these second-hand buyers that have bought these cars at 250,000 rand are going to be upset.
Well, you compensate them. You give them an extended warranty and you give them a service plan. If you do that, everybody's happy. And when you want to trade it in, your car is more valuable because it has an extended warranty and it has an extended service plan. Yes.
Then a thing I thought about just now was exporting to Africa. What about exporting used cars to Africa?
Used cars.
Rather than new.
Brilliant idea, because it frees up the demand for new cars. If you can get a kick-ass price, you won't believe how many people from Zambia and Namibia are reaching out. Uncle Bobby, love your content. Can we buy cars from you? What's the VAT situation? There's no situation, brother. You pay it here and you claim it that side. Can't you invoice me without VAT? No, we can't, because we have to pay VAT and we have to claim it back that way. We can't do that. So then, in the end, you got to ask the question. So Toyota cares because Toyota's shouting. Yes.
Do the Germans care?
Well, they should, because they're about to lose all their manufacturing plants inside Germany to the Chinese. So you're going to have German plants manufacturing a version of the Chery Tiggo 4 Pro Max Plus, whatever it is.
That's why I say, do the Germans care?
Well, they have to start caring. And if they don't, then it is what it is. Then they're just going to lose. So peacetime leadership versus wartime leadership.
Interesting time to be alive.
I just want to see a war, man. I love, my friend, I love.
It's a metaphorical war in
Yeah,
business.
a trade war, a business war. I love the fact, like, I was the biggest Chinese car supporter. I'm like, you go, boy. These cars look great. They flipping well
Well, the
priced.
80-60 principle.
Yeah, they're well priced. Like, where's the answer?
Yeah.
Like a year later, where's the answer? 2 years later, still no fucking
Yeah, I
answer.
mean, I think I agree with you. It's not, I'm not anti-Chinese vehicles,
I'm not anti-Chinese vehicles either.
but I am pro the consumer.
And I'm anti-bully.
And being pro the consumer, you've got to have an answer to a product within a reasonable amount of time that says, okay, the consumer's actually going to benefit here. Consumers benefiting out of the Chinese vehicles, great. Okay, I think you put it well. Where is the European vehicle answer?
Yeah. It's like somebody's...
They should hire Bobby onto their board.
Absolutely. I'm available Saturdays from 3-ish until Sunday night 10-ish.
What are you doing between 12 and 6 in the morning?
I'm working for them. The rest of the time I'm mid-max. During the week I'm mid-max. Sorry, take it.
Taken.
Yes.
Car scammers. You've been calling these scammers lately.
Yes.
So how do they operate? What are they doing? They're cloning Mitmax brand.
Not only mid-max. So the more cases we end up with on our tables, the more sophisticated it seems to be becoming.
And do they care? Because I listened to some of those calls.
No.
They're very, very sure of themselves.
Very, yeah, 100%. And I think, and I'm going to point fingers at the police, because they treat this as a civil case instead of a criminal case. And I've got logical arguments why I feel it's a criminal case. It's fraud. It's criminal. They basically build a profile. Today, if you have access to the internet and a smartphone, you can do almost anything. You can steal someone's profile picture. You can copy their website. We had a discussion, I don't know if we can bring it up, about the website being copied. We'll talk about it another time. You can copy someone's website. You can steal someone's profile. You can steal someone's photos of the website. And then
You can clone the whole thing.
Yeah, create a catalog. There is multiple branches that we have, multiple managers, multiple salespeople. Some salespeople resign, some get fired. We're constantly hiring new talent. So staff turnaround in the motor industry is high.
Yeah.
Traditionally
it's been high.
Yes. Okay. So this person creates a whole profile. It looks real, using
Business profile.
using the right location, using our scripts. How do you get our scripts? Well, you inquire for a car. So what happens now? Well, I'm interested. Send me an offer to purchase. Boom, you copy the offer to purchase in real time. So everything looks
Legit.
like our own documents. Only the name and the surname is changed, and obviously the email addresses differ, because now it's a Gmail account. So that's the first telltale
the first
sign.
flag.
Yes.
But there's a bigger flag.
Yes.
Price of the car.
Price of the car. But we'll get there, because that's connected to greed.
Yes.
And I'm sorry I say it, and people get upset when I say it, but I'm not gonna go as deep as you deserve to be caught, because nobody deserves to be a victim of a crime. But you are using the part of your brain that allows greed to creep in and make decisions, and then you're buying a Toyota Corolla for 70,000 Rand when in fact that car is worth 250. And
Well,
trust
you're
me,
not buying a car for 70,000 because you'll never see the car.
yeah, yes. So what they do
You're buying the dream of a car for 70,000.
Yes.
For $5,000.
Yes, for $5,000. So what they do is, this is now what we've investigated and found out. They see us doing auctions on TikTok, and they've seen our auction that we did together, and they know that there was a lot of attention around those, number one. So this vehicle is going on auction, and the starting bid is 75,000 Rand. Okay. So the starting bid already seems like, okay, they're starting at low because they want people to bid up. They want more interest. And to register for the auction, it's between 5,000 and 7,500 Rand. So there's the first amount of money,